Back again, it's TiggPolitics, man. Frederick's Financial Services available to you all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you gotta do is contact me. I'll get you in touch with my agent. He'll get you set up, or at least get you the right information to help you make the right decision for you and your family, just as he has done for me and mine. But this show right here is about the working class men saying they tired of these bitches shit, basically. To the females that feel like the bus driver, the garbage man, the police officer, the fireman, the janitor, the plumber, electrician, welder, the truck driver. To the bitches that feel like those men ain't valuable, pay attention to this. You stupid dusty bitch, you.
A little heated.
In the blue-collar working sector, in the essential jobs. And
I just want to remind y'all, it's blue-collar cash till I die. Remember that. That's why it's blue-collar cash till I die. Because we already know we getting this money from working hard. Blue-collar cash, blue-collar class. It's all the same shit. Yeah, that's why I've been calling my record label, my whole fucking company, my whole corporation is blue-collar cash. That's why. Because I'm aware of who we should be showing love to, the blue-collar people. But let's get it.
And many of us don't have the option that we all had, which was to do our jobs virtually.
All right, so in the first 20 minutes of this, she filibustered and waffled about her statements. But if you've been paying attention to this, Ebony K. Williams continues to double and triple down on some statements she made, but she got a surprise in store for her this time. She wasn't even expecting.
So we are on the front lines in a way that disproportionately makes us vulnerable. We're dying because of it. That is my issue. Not to disrespect these people.
I feel like you're changing the goalposts, right? What people were upset about was what you said, and everything that you said could absolutely positively be true. People were upset that they felt like that you were putting down the average person, quote unquote average job, and the person that was working the average job, that their what they do is not as good as what you do.
That's a projection, Envy. Envy, that's a projection. Because
I'll let you speak.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So when you start talking about all this,
Perception is reality, by the way.
And I read the comments just like you did because I wanted to prepare myself when you came up here to understand what people were mad about and understand what people were upset about. So when you're talking about all this brother this and the black man this and the white supremacy this and this, that, and the other, that's all to the side of how you felt about that quote-unquote average job, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? And one of the comments that I said, and maybe I'm not sure, right? The guy was like, you talk about all this about lifting a brother up and lifting this up and white supremacy and what you do for our people. And then the first thing the brother said was, but your fiance was white. And I'm sitting there like, how do you talk about how much you're uplifting and how much you're going for black people, but that's not necessarily what you're even looking for?
Well, first of all,
Dr. Umar, damn.
Let's address it. And let's not.
That's real shit though, and that be the problem that I be having. Why do people that don't even affiliate themselves or associate themselves with certain shit speak on certain shit? My point in case, every now and then you'll hear me talk about like gangster shit, but that's rare. And if I am talking about it, it's based on shit that I know about personally that's going on around me to a certain extent, where it's like I'm mentioning shit that's probably happening for real, but I might not know the people, but I'm aware of it. You get what I'm saying? Whereas like you got a whole white man and you talking about black men. Like black men should never come out your mouth if you ain't even with one. That's like me, I guess you could say trying to tell somebody what white women like when I don't even fuck with white bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Or trying to tell a white man what the fuck black women like, or whatever the case may be. Like just trying to tell people what they would feel for themselves when you ain't even fucking with the same thing that they fucking with. If that makes sense. You ain't even over here.
Let's not skip a beat.
You don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Let's not skip a beat. So I would love to know how you, Envy, know what I'm looking for. We never had the conversation.
I'm telling you what people are saying on comments without read, and I'm talking to them. I'm not a bus driver. I'm speaking for the average person out there because I feel for them because the bus drivers and the average person are what keeps these lights on here on the Breakfast Club.
Right.
They keep me booking shows.
Nobody is saying. Okay, first of all, this is not about you booking shows.
This is about how I feel. So when you shit on the people that
first of all, Envy, you're dead ass wrong for framing it as me shitting on them. First of all,
you did shit on them. If you shit it, you shit it. If you shitted on them, you shitted on them.
I know it. First of all, I know it wasn't. I think what you're saying right now is irresponsible. I think what you're saying is irresponsible.
Wait, now what he's saying is irresponsible, but what you said in the previous videos was not irresponsible. You gotta be kidding.
Envy, I think what you are framing right now in this moment is highly irresponsible. Because if you listen, I'm gonna tell you. Because if you were to listen to all of the full Yana interview, the full sidebar.
Mind you, she thinks everybody didn't listen to the full Ayanla interview. We all heard it. We heard what you said, and this is the cleanup of it. You know, the spin of it. We understand your spinning, but insult our intelligence and say you weren't being insulting to the working class and average black men in particular.
Full episode of Holding Court. Nowhere in any of that commentary did I say a cross or negative word about the working class of black America, America broadly, or black men. I'm going to get to the why was my fiance. Envy, let me finish this statement. I'm going to get to. But I don't deal in feelings. First of all, I don't deal.
Somebody doesn't mean you didn't hurt a community.
I don't deal in
anything about
feelings.
Somebody, but like I didn't mean to hurt you. But if you hurt people, you hurt people. If people feel a way about you, they feel a way about you because those people that you talked about are the people that buy your books, that listen to this show, and they're hurt. Listen.
That watch the griot, like I said in the last video.
Ebony, what about words like average, mediocrity, typical, and the bigotry of low expectations? I think those are the words that hurt the working class.
You can sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that buy your books and.
Right.
You know, I wanted them at least.
Because in a way, it's like, think about this shit. The same people you talking about is the people that actually support you. That's what they point is. Your supporters is who you talking shit about. Whether you feel like you talking shit or not, you talking shit to your supporters.
You asked me to be quiet, y'all. Please.
She thought she was coming to the Breakfast Club to get a softball interview. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, she was doing 20 minutes of filibustering, 20 minutes of PR work. Now she about to get that work.
Please, y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement. But I don't deal in feelings. First of all, I don't deal.
Somebody doesn't mean you didn't hurt a community.
I don't
can say
deal
anything
in
about somebody,
feelings.
but like I didn't mean to hurt you. But if you hurt people, you hurt people. If people feel a way about you, they feel a way about you because those people that you talked about are the people that buy your books, that listen to this show, and they're hurt. Listen,
Ebony, what about words like average, mediocrity, typical, and the bigotry of low expectations? I think those are the words that hurt the working class.
You can sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that buy your books and follow you and support you.
You asked me to be quiet. Y'all, please. Y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement. I understand you have a feeling about it.
2 minutes and I just spoke for 60 seconds.
She is here to talk to us.
I know, but I'm just saying, I just spoke for 60 seconds.
We got ours off already. Let Ebony talk.
I'm just returning what she said. But don't act like I didn't let her speak. She spoke for 22 minutes.
Go ahead, Ebony. Let her talk. Don't do that. Let her go. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Envy, man. I've never seen Envy like this, man.
Cause Envy really supporting them regular people, bro. You feel me? Because he understand they make the fucking world go round. Real shit. Some people don't get that though.
I think a lot of people in the comments were even saying like Envy needs to be on this time, but you know, you start talking about his working class people. You know, he always is proud of his father and his rise. You know what I mean? So you hit him where it lives, and this is what a lot of people are reflecting back to you, Envy. I hope you realize. I hope you can rewatch these moments and understand where the frustration is coming from, and understand that it's warranted. Just because you say it isn't warranted, and just because you say you meant something else, your communication is off. If what you're saying is that you meant to say this in a different way, you missed the mark. That's all anybody is saying. You missed the mark.
So, Envy, this is where we're different. My primary focus and goal when I do what I do in the world is not to protect feelings. I'm going to be candid with you. I understand it's clear from the energy that there is an emotional attack that you felt was on black men, the working class, and black America. I'm going to hold the space for the hurt feelings around that. But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of black Americans is not serving us. I'm going off of the data and the facts. I am not okay, and I don't think it's okay, that the vast majority of black Americans, again, overpopulate, disproportionately occupy spaces that are not ideal, that make us vulnerable. I talked about the COVID, that make us vulnerable to death, disease, maternal health, all the things that y'all all talk about on this show every day. Now, if y'all all...
You gotta remember she's a lawyer, so she's gonna use her words, or she's gonna attempt to use her words.
With the current positioning of black America, that we are the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. And let's just stop talking now and keep on going about our business. Envy, I'm not okay with it. So that is why I said what I said about addressing the bigotry of low expectations. It's the bigotry of low expectations.
A quote attributed to George Bush, but she tried to tap dance around that too.
But how we gonna fix it though? That's the question. Everybody talk about the problem, but how to fix it though? And sending everybody to school ain't gonna fix it. That's part of the problem. So, solutions. Where the solutions at?
And she was getting her quotes from George Bush. She went to the source of where George Bush got his quotes. But in fact, George Bush was the one who made bigotry of low expectations a popular quote. So you can't say you're going around George Bush.
Is the reason why I have to submit that black men are now going to HBCUs and college and generally at half the rate of black girls and women. I don't think that's okay.
Shouldn't we address the system that put us in these?
We are addressing the system, but
thank you, Charlemagne. Give a point for Charlemagne right there. This was excellent because they did not allow her to dance for too long.
But first we have to name it, Charlemagne. See, that's where people's feelings are getting hurt. Is the fact that I am naming it. I am saying that it is not okay to bring C's and D's to your home and then expect to go on to higher education and acquire a higher skill set. And when you say that, that is hurtful to people, Envy. I'm acknowledging the pain. But somebody has got to start telling the truth to our people. And some of y'all wonder why you get the political representation y'all get, because some folks would rather...
That was very conservative to me. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Very conservative talking point. Maybe we're dealing with a conservative here. She needs to just come out and say that.
But the educational system is bullshit, because I guarantee you, if you take a child that grew up, let's say he grew up doing welding, and let's say this other child went to school for the first few years of their life, so they went grade school through high school, but this other child just been around welding the whole time. All they know is welding. This other child gonna graduate high school. This other child gonna already have a business in welding. I know this shit probably ain't making sense the way I'm trying to put it, but my point is this, right? What the fuck is they really learning in school anyways? By the time you finish school, every dream you had of doing anything is gone. You don't want to do shit no more, because you like, if everything gonna have to be set up like this, I don't want to do the shit. They made school so goddamn boring and just not the shit they want to do, to the point where, you know, it's not the shit people want to do, you know. And then clearly getting money don't require no education whatsoever, and most people feel that way nowadays. So they not caring about going to college and getting a degree to be a nurse and all this other shit, like, which is important, but all it take to get there, and then half of what it took to get there don't even get used once you get there. You get what I'm saying? Reading and math, that's all. Now, for the doctors that's going into anatomy and all this other shit, they might need to learn more. But if you don't need to learn no more, why the fuck is y'all learning all this bullshit? It's just a bunch of bullshit, man. The world is full of a bunch of bullshit.
If that's the case, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being concerned.
Hear things that make them feel good, then understand and hear the things that are the truth. So let's talk about average, mediocre, and typical, because a lot of people felt a way about it. Well, I looked it up. I did the service of pulling it up out of Merriam-Webster. So this is not Ebony shitting on anybody, Envy. This is simply to say when you do something
See, that hit her. When he said she was shitting on people, now she gets offended.
By definition, it is of typical value. It is normal and it is standard. When you are regular, normal, acceptable. When you are mediocre, that would have people real hot. It means ordinary, medium, commonplace, and moderate.
And the bigotry, don't forget the bigotry of low expectations.
I'm gonna get to that. That's an academic study. Okay, so those of you that think that's George W. Bush, go do your reading. Go do your reading. But let's talk about those words, Charlamagne. Nothing in there says you ain't shit. Nothing in there says it's bad.
Yeah, he is not having it. He is not having it. Every space.
Go do your reading. Go do your reading. But let's talk about.
Once again, she's talking down to people, talking about go do your reading, go do your reading. Like, you don't think people read other than you? This is the problem. This is elitism. This is her talking down from.
Hello? Alright. Alright, y'all. We done with this episode. She really just going in circles. She was dead ass wrong. It don't matter. Period. She's married to a white man. So when she said about black people, we can't even pay her no fucking mind. If she really was trying to help the community, she would just be doing that. She clearly ain't. So with that being said, it's TiggPolitics. You see that bitch? Run. We out. Make sure you hit me up for financial service. I love y'all. And I want to see y'all kids and businesses with mine in a few years or so.